welcome back to the channel. My idea with this is that you can play this in your car and be just repeating after me. You don't have to read anything, just a way to ground yourself, a way to speak the most powerful words on the planet. I learned that words can create spells, which is kind of like, I don't necessarily believe that anymore, but there's some truth to it because God's words did actually create the entire universe. And it does say to speak to your mountains and they will move. So our voice is a very powerful force in this world, in this physical world that we currently live in. We are a spirit. We are connected to God through our spirit. And we're made in God's likeness and his image. And so I believe that we have the power to create with our voice. And so when our intention and our heart and our belief aligns with what we're speaking, there's magic and there's power there. And so I've got 8 verses that we're going to go through today. I'm going to say a portion of the verse. I'm going to pause and I'll let you say it out loud, and then I'll read another portion, and then on and on. If you've seen any of the videos, it's how it works. I'll have a little pause. I'll give you a chance to say it out loud. It's important that you say it out loud, not just that you hear it. Like, it doesn't say, think to your mountains and they'll move. It doesn't say, read to your mountains and it will move. It says, speak to your mountains. Like, speak your intentions. Like, you're casting your intentions at this mountain. So, the first one I have here is Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and will guard your minds in Jesus Christ. Great. So this is not about my revelations about this verse. This is about what you're getting from it based on your situation. I don't want to go into everything that I think about this because I think it takes away from the power of what it means to you. Okay? I'm going to have all these in the description notes if you want to go back and reread these things or re-say them out loud or get any type of clarity on what we just went through. The next one is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. So it's interesting, all these were passed down verbally before. And so an elder was telling somebody else about these stories. And he would say, like, these things were written for somebody to read, right? Like, hey, God cares about you. Well, let's change these to the first person. Like, about me and about you, particular you, like you say, like, I'll cast all my anxiety on him because he cares about me, right? Or I'll cast all my anxiety on God because he cares about me, right? This is not changing the verse at all. This is just me putting myself talking directly to God. So you can definitely try that with these verses. I think it's very powerful to think instead of thinking about somebody else, you're thinking about yourself in that situation, right? I'll cast all my anxiety on God because he cares about me. because he cares for me. Great. Like, I think that would absolutely is more powerful. You do what works best for you, how you're able to utilize this. The next one is Matthew 6, verse 34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. So that actually might seem negative to you, but I think it's positive because tomorrow would take care of itself. It says worry about itself, but really tomorrow's going to take care of itself through the power of God. It's beautiful. Next one is John 14, verse 27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, let me just say that last part again. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let your hearts be troubled. Let not your hearts be troubled. Neither let them be afraid. It's beautiful how God gives. Completely unconditional. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. So you could say, God did not give me a spirit of fear. God gave me power and love and self-control. Like, I have those things. Next one is Matthew 6, verse 25. Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Great. Let's do that one more time, that first part. Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Because life is more than food, and the body is more than clothes. It's beautiful, speaking right to your spirit, not to the flesh. All right, Matthew 6, verse 27. Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? All right, so I'm going to have something practical for you at the end of this thing, but I want you to remember that verse, because there's worrying in your head, and then there's giving it to God, right? Like, hey, let me just, so this next verse is going to explain this. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6 and 7. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time he might exalt you, casting all of your anxieties on him, because he cares for you. So we said a portion of that one at the beginning. And the idea that if we just worry in our heads, in our minds, constant worry, we can't even add an hour to our life. But if we can humble ourselves and admit that we don't have control and that we can't solve everything on our own, or anything on our own for that matter, then we cast that anxiety to God. Like, how do you do that? Like, what's a practical way to cast that anxiety? Casting that anxiety to God would be like, God, I don't know what to do about X, Y, and Z today. It's completely bothering me. I know that I can't solve this thing on my own. I don't have the resources, I don't have the time, I don't have the bandwidth. God, I just don't know how this is going to get resolved. Because you have to speak with your words. You cannot pray the mountain away. It says to speak to the mountain. So speak your prayer, speak your troubles to God, give them to God, speak them out loud. It's important that you're speaking these things, not in a weak, I don't know what to do, I can't do anything sort of way. Well, if that's where you are, then that's beautiful too. But there's a way to have an honest transfer of what's going on with the person who can help you resolve it, right? Like, you're just being honest with the person who can help you. This is not gossip. This is like, God, like, I don't know what to do here. I'm totally at my mental and physical ends here. I don't see how this is going to get resolved. Like, I want X, Y, and Z. I would love for this to happen. I'm willing to do whatever you put in front of me, and I need your help with this. Like, I love you. I thank you. Come humble to God, realizing that you can't even breathe yourself, okay? Like, you want to go to the basics of being humble. I cannot breathe myself. Okay, I can only breathe through the grace of God. That's what I have for you today. I hope you got just a tiny bit out of this. Speak those prayers out loud. Speak these verses. The words of God are the most important. Not the most important. They are very powerful. I think your words to God are probably even more powerful. So when you're speaking directly to God, it is very, very powerful. The most powerful thing you will hear is your voice speaking directly to God. It will have movement in this world around you. Until next time.